Hello everyone, and welcome to my unboxing video of the God-Busta Megastompa by Kromlech. This is the first time I'm doing a video, and really don't know much about the entire streaming situation, but I'm going to try to do my best here, and we'll just go with it. So, what you need to know about me, my name is Bill, and I've been playing Warhammer 40k for about 20 years now. I started around September of 2001, and my first army was Imperial Guard. And the natural transition after Imperial Guard is, of course, Space Marines. And then after that, I finally got into the army that I've been playing since and fallen in love with in terms of lore and models, Orcs. And over the past couple of years, my army has grown significantly, both in size and in monetary value. So last October, by Kromlech, 2020, I picked up basically their entire line of stuff that they offered, including 2 Death Stompas, which are ginormous compared to the regular Stompa, and the Nauzilla. And this year I picked up the God-Busta, which I am sort of intimidated by, mainly because it is bigger than the Death Stompas, and I just spent about almost 2 weeks putting together both those Death Stompas after I've been trying to figure out what I want to do in terms of my build queue, and the really big stuff like the Stompa, Death Stompas, and I need to get to my Gargantuan Squiggoths. They're just things that I want to do, hopefully for upcoming events or mega battles or whatever, because I believe that big, stupid, shooty things are a lot of fun, and even though they may skew the actual fairness of the game, a good game master, because any large game that happens needs one, should be able to skew that down, especially if I'm in charge of it and I know that it's grossly overpowered. So, on to the unboxing. So this thing was offered, initially it was only offered for the first 100 that ordered it, and then after that Kromlech is like, there's been a large amount of interest in this thing, and we're going to keep doing it until the end of October 2021. And I agree with it because it looks like it's really insanely large, and amazing. And apparently, from what I understand, somebody made some rules for this thing to actually play on tabletop. I don't know how you do that, but hey, whatever. So, I'm just going to pop it open. Now, initially this came in perfect condition. However, my cat decided that it would be a good idea to chew on it. I don't appreciate it, and hopefully he didn't ruin anything in here. If not, I hope Kromlech will help me in some way. Alright. So, just so you know, size of this box, there's a pad right here, but I'm just going to do this anyway. 15 3/4, about a foot, and 3/8. Now, the other 2 large HDF kits they put out, which were the Death Stompas, one had a belly gun, the other one was like it was like a Morkanaut, a Gorkanaut type thing. They came in a set which was just the body. It was like a cellophane wrapped body piece, and it had like the artwork, and then there was the arms and the head separate. And you could kind of just swap things out with it. It didn't matter what body you had, it didn't matter what head you had, it didn't matter what arms you had, just as long as it was actually well done, because they were little like slot friction fits that I was very impressed with what they did, because I'm used to using the GW Stompa, which is just like build it and that's it, it's done. Alright, I have no idea how to open this thing. Oh, I see. Oh boy. Okay. So apparently it was a sealed sort of flip top. Mm-hmm. So apparently it's a scan of the rules. Oh boy. Okay. So you got the head and you got the body. Okay, this looks familiar. Game with a CD. Mm-hmm. Okay. Excellent. Now, okay, so bag of resin. This is new. These are actual wooden dowels. I guess they're going to need for the arms and legs and whatnot. Because this thing's supposed to be 18 inches tall, and HDF, even when it's a thicker piece of board, it's still pushed to its limits with the amount of stuff that you're going to be putting onto this thing. So these are the kind of packagings that you had with the Def Stompas. These are just... I mean, I'm not even really sure. I didn't see anything for the arms in terms of instructions yet. Looks like the feet. That's the base. Package for me by Lucas. Well, thank you, Lucas. I thought there'd be a little bit more resin parts in here. Like I thought that some of the, like the head and whatnot would actually be resin. I don't know why, but this is very reminiscent of what I've just been building for the past 2 weeks, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's a lot of work. Usually with these kits, I mean, hopefully they've had some, I guess, criticism over the past year from the last kits, because the body itself would require you to kind of interlace these like they look like, you know, distressed metal tiles made of HDF, and what would happen is that you'd have like one and there'd be a tab and it would slide into the tab fine, but the other piece would be like, it would go down to like a peninsula shape and it would touch nothing, so you'd have to glue it to the body, and doing these things back and forth would be a little stressful, because if something didn't fit, you wouldn't understand where along the line you went wrong, and by that time all it would be glued together. So it looks like they moved the smokestacks to dowels instead, which is actually great, because you used to have to kind of glue together individual long strips around a sort of like a gear cog in order to make essentially a dowel of HDF. However, that was just tedious, and you'd end up gluing your fingers together more than you'd probably get anything on the dowel itself. Here are the arms. So it's a giant ripper saw and a God-Busta Megastompa cannon. And then, of course, at the end, there's all the random stuff that you glue onto it. They usually give you like a sheet or two of like Glyphy, or, you know, like the speared off I-beam type stuff that an orc would put on a Stompa, essentially, to make it sort of, you know, unclimbable by borders. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this, definitely. Hopefully I can get it done before the actual holidays of 2021. But we'll see. So, hey, thanks for watching, and you take care.